Hello, everyone. I hope you hear me. Hello. So guys, if you are looking to this video, we'll be discussing Chapter 6, mass, fractions, addition and subtraction of fractions with different denominators. There's one. The camera is over here. Okay, your questions. Yes, Farah, you said you have several questions yesterday, right? Okay. Alright. So, Salam Muhammed, necəsən? Ne var ne yok Muhammed? Sen unutma olarız. Yes, guys, questions. 1 hour. At 8, I will go. As I said in my last email, today no school, tomorrow no school. We will continue on Tuesday, and Tuesday we'll do revision. And Wednesday we'll do our final assessment test for Chapter 6. We have to skip the last quiz week 17, because there is no time to do that. If we do it on Tuesday, I think Tuesday some of you had Arabic tests. So then I want you to prepare for all of your exams. So Arabic is also one of the most important subjects. So Tuesday we'll do only revision, no quiz, no test, no assessment. And then on Wednesday we'll do our final assessment. Actually, I actually highlighted in my last email that we have something to learn new in the next week. There is no time to learn that concept. That's why we'll do our final assessment based on the content that I already shared, such as presentation 14, 15, 16, and 17. And the missing part, we will learn a a week after next week. Okay, no worries about that. Muhammed uğurlar sana imtihanda. Okay, mixed to improper. All right. For example, let's say we have a mixed number. Let's say 3 whole, 2 out of 5. All right. How we convert it into mixed number? We multiply the bottom number, denominator, by the whole part, 3 times 5, and we add the top number, the numerator. And it's going to be, we keep the bottom number the same. 5 is there. 5 times 3 is 15, and 15 plus 2 is 17. So this is mixed number. This is improper fraction. Okay, Sarah and Farah Hassan. From improper to mixed number, you do, okay. Sarah, I need to delete this for the next question. I hope you already understood. Okay. Okay, now let's say it is improper fraction and you want to write it into mixed number. Let's say 22 out of 4. Okay, this is an improper fraction, Sarah. Farah Hassan. Because top number is more than the bottom number. So some people does division. They divide 22 out by 4, but I think we are old enough to follow that step. We can calculate this mentally in our brain, and you basically ask how many 4 you can fit into 22. It is exactly the same question when you divide. When we divide, we ask exactly the same question: how many 4 you can fit into 22? But I don't want you to write like say long to do the long division. You can do it mentally. You can ask how many 4 I can fit into 22. It is 5. You can't fit more than 5 times 4 into 22. So you can fit only 5 times 4 into 22. It's going to be 20, right? So you keep bottom numbers the same. This is the number that represents how many 4 you can fit into 22, which is 5. You write 5 whole, and then you write the remainder on the top, which is 2. 20 plus 2, 22. The same again, if you want to go back, we multiply 4 times 5, 20. We add the top number, 22. If you know how to convert from mixed to improper, then it should be easier for you to convert back. So this is an improper fraction, and this is the mixed number. What does equivalent mean? Good question. You see the board, right? Equivalent mean. So equivalent and equal is the same thing, okay? We discussed in the classroom that if they are the same thing, why people decided to create a new term called equivalent, right? For example, people used to say this is blue. Okay, this color is blue. But if they find this, they need to create a new term which is red, because they are different. You see, they are different. If they say blue and blue, then, but they're not the same. They look the same. They look different. Sorry. They look different. Blue and red is not the same. So they created new term, red and blue. So the main question is, if equal and equivalent is the same thing, why people, scientists, mathematicians decided to create a new term equivalent? There must be a need for that. And that need is, if you say 5 is equal to 5, people will accept it without any question. Everyone will agree that 5 is equal to 5, because they look the same and they sound the same. But if you say that 1/2 is equal to 2/4, some people might ask you questions. They might not understand it from the first second. Okay? Because some of them might ask, the top numbers are different, bottom numbers are different, they look different, they sound different, they're not equal. So that's why for these similar cases, there is a new term called equivalent. Equivalent stays for those kind of things and statements. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be only mathematical statement. You might also apply it in language arts. You can. I remember that I said this example in the classroom. You can say the people sit down and have a seat. They both have the same meaning. If I say you sit down, you will sit down. And if I say you have a seat, you will again sit down. But these two statements, okay, they sound different, they look different, but they have the same meaning, like 1/2 and 2/4. Test is not hard. I don't create hard tests with you anymore. Actually, not anymore. Not actually ever. Never happened. If you prepare, it means you'll be fine. Okay, Mariam, good. Prepare for this, Fatima. Any other question so far? We explained the mixed to proper, mixed to improper, improper to mixed. We explained the difference between equal and equivalent so far. No question anymore. Okay, next 30 minutes. Salam Rosa, ne desem? Probably 15, 16, Sarah. 15 or 16. Okay. Okay. You understand, sir, right? Exactly, but why equivalent? By the way, guys, if you have a kind of WhatsApp groups or whatever that you communicate with your classmates easily, I would recommend, please let them know that I'm here live on YouTube for your questions. Because I will not do it anymore, like till the test. This is the first and last. The ones before the test, let them know that I'm here for your questions. Mariam, we don't have any term like how to simplify to a least common denominator. We say simplify to the least term, or like lowest term, not least common denominator. Least common denominator is something different. How to simplify? Thank you, Sarah. Okay. Okay. Simplify. Let's say I have something, let's say 12 out of 30. Before simplifying, let's make sure what does simplifying means. Farah. So simplify mean make it look simple, and in terms of numbers, make it look smaller numbers as possible on the top and at the bottom. So it is 12 and 30. Since our aim is to make it simpler and smaller, the only way is to divide top number and bottom number. The operation that we will be apply is division. But now the second question is, okay, we will divide, but by which number? We always should start by checking if top number and bottom number is divisible by 2. If it doesn't, then 3. If it still doesn't, maybe check 5. But one of these options will probably work. One of these options will probably work. If you checked 2, 3, and 5 and it doesn't work, most likely it means it is in its simplest form and there's nothing to do with that. Okay? So in our case, it is 12 out of 30. Now let's check 2. 12 is divisible by 2, 30 is divisible by 2. Okay, I divide by 2 first. 2 works, right? So it's equal to 12 divided by 2 will be 6. 30 divided by 2 will be 15. Most of the time, instruction says simplify for the lowest term, till the lowest term. So if you simplified, it is, of course, it is simpler than the original one. But since the instruction says the simplest lowest term, I need to ask the same question again. Is it possible to simplify it more, or it is the simplest form? Again, I check by 2, 3, and 5. Okay, I'm asking myself again. So 6 divisible by 2, yes, but 15 is not divisible by 2. So 2 doesn't work in this time. So I'm checking 3 now. 6 is divisible by 3, yes, and 15, yes. So in the second, let's say, step, 3 works. So I divide by 3. 6 divided by 3, 2. 15 divided by 3, 5. I have 2 out of 5, and it looks quite simpler. But I still ask the same question. May I still simplify it one more step? Or that's the simplest form, term? So I ask myself, 2 divisible by 2, yes, it works. 5, no, 5 is not divisible by 2. So I can check 3, 3 doesn't work, 5 also doesn't work. It means 2 out of 5 is the simplest term for the given problem. Hello, Abdulaziz. Rıza, Azərbaycanca danışacağım. Azərbaycanca videomuz olacaq. Amma hal-hazırda bu videonun məqsədi buradakı şagirdlərimə belə deyək də, imtahanla bağlıdır bu. İmtahan öncəsi sual-cavab. Və bunlarla da danışa biləcəyimiz yeganə dil ingilis dilidir. Ona görə üzrlü say. Amma mən Azərbaycanca bu yaxınlarda bir video paylaşacağam. Yəqin ki olacaq bu video. Narahat olma. Any other question? Ten watching at the moment. Yes, guys, so questions. Okay, Rıza. Sen WhatsApp'tan soruşursan da soruş, ben sana cevaplayayım. Hello, Bader. Okay, think, Mariam, think. Thinking is good. Yaxşı Rıza, soruş, eğer uzun bir şey değilse izah etmeye çalışalım. Mariam, I explained how to add mixed numbers with different denominators, and I think you know that. You add whole parts first. It is in the last presentation week 17. And then for the fractions, you find the common denominator, and then you change your top numbers, then you add your top numbers, and if you need to simplify, if instruction says simplify. If it doesn't say, you leave it. Plus, it's not only going to be about adding and subtracting with different denominators. I would recommend please check presentation week 14, 15, 16, and 17. The final test will be based on all of those content, not only addition and subtraction. You will be seeing like a number line question, simplifying, word problems, I don't know, vocabulary check, like several types of questions. Like you can double check the presentations, then you'll have a clear idea of what might be in the test. Hello, Selena. Hello, Tala. Welcome. Rıza fotomas məsələləri yox, riyazi misalları adətən düzgün həll edir, amma mən məsləhət görmürəm. Məsləhət görərdim ki, özün başa düşüb həll etməyə çalışasan. Okay. Incognito, Mariam. Expert. Okay, Farah. Welcome. Ask your question. Səbəbi odur ki, yəni proqram skan eləyir, deməli, misalı və onu avtomatik həll edir. Yəni süni intellektdən işləyir yəqin ki o proqram. Hello, Sarah. Abdulaziz, no, it's not hard. If you prepared, Abdulaziz, it is always easy. Make sure that you prepare. Good enough. $13 left. 3-0. Okay. Hello, Ahmad. Finally. Five, two, five, four, five, six. Several students. 11 is live now. Məsələləri həll edən proqram adətən olmur Ruzan. Misalları həll edən proqram olur. Məsələlər fərqli dillərdədir, onu başa düşmək biraz çətindir. Yeah. Farah, if it is like um 2 out of 10. Okay. But if your answer is this one, and then if the instruction says evaluate and simplify, and if you write 2 out of 10, your answer will be scored as partly correct, and you will not get full credit, but you will still get half credit. I mean half score. If this question is 10 points, we'll get 5 points for that. Because it says simplify, and it's not simplified. You just find the answer. So, but if you write 1 out of 5, then you'll get full credit. 10 points, it is correct. 6.5, what is it? Let me check. Saying that 6.5 is adding and subtracting fractions with different bottom numbers or denominators, and we learned that. It is in presentation week 16, I think. What's wrong with that problem? Ahmad and Bibi question, Farah, we explained in the classroom what exactly you don't understand there. Estimation fractions will not be in the assessment, guys. Whatever you see in the presentations, you will be assessed on that content only. In this book, there are several the lessons that we skipped. One of them is estimating addition and subtraction of the fractions. It's not being your test. Another one is patterns related to fraction. It's not going to be in your test. We will be learning patterns in chapter 10. There is a specific lesson chapter about patterns. We will learn all the patterns in that chapter. That's why I skip like numerical patterns related to fractions for now, but it doesn't mean that we will not learn it. We will learn it a little bit later. Now, at the moment, I think we need to focus on adding and subtracting fractions only, and I need to master the concept. If we look at wide, then we will not learn anything. We'll learn little, but then most of the time we forget that if you don't master it. That's why instead of looking at wide range of concepts, let's make it narrow as possible and let's focus and learn it better. Then the patterns, we will learn it in the patterns. And estimating, we learned estimating in multiplication, we learned estimating in division, but estimating, adding, and fractions doesn't make sense if you haven't mastered the concept. So it shouldn't be in actually it shouldn't be in this chapter 6, but it is there, but we will skip it. No worries, it's not going to be in your test on Wednesday. The concept which is in the presentations, okay? Nothing else. What do you mean paragraph for fractions? Hello, Said Bey, necəsiz? Salamlayıram sizi. Pink, you will be allowed to use your special class note copybooks if you need to, if you ask for it, that if you wish to, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Yes, alhamdulillah, Farah. Selena, what do you mean paragraph? You mean bonus question? Word problems? You can practice at home writing a word problem which involves fraction, but in different quizzes I asked a little bit different questions. Once I asked adding fractions with the same denominators. In the other one I asked write a word problem which involves addition of the fractions with different denominators. Maybe tomorrow I might ask write a word problem which involves addition of the mixed numbers. Who knows? Just you can practice and then it will help you. About 16 or 15 questions will be in the test on Wednesday. Gomez, Rıza, mən onun linkini paylaşaram sənin üçün burada indi istəsən. Linklərdə paylaşaram. Bir dəqiqə. Kommentlərdə paylaşacağım kitabın linkini istəsən istifadə edə bilərsən. Amma ingiliscədir kitab. Yəni, əgər faydalı olacaqsa, problem deyil. Linki qoyuram bura. Welcome, Farah. Yes, a couple of problem solving, like Bibi and Ahmad question. Do you remember in the last time? And another one will be a bonus question again. You will write a word problem, and yeah, you can if you want to make sure how word problem, the possible word problem might be look like, you can double check this page. Okay, you can double check this page. Page 382. Okay, page 382. You can double check that. It is on Gomez textbook. You can go to the link, and then on the top you can write the number of the page you want to go. It will directly go there. Yes, will be 2-3 word problems probably, including the bonus question. Last 20 minutes, guys. Guys, make sure that you let your friends know that I'm here for your questions for the next 20 minutes. If you have WhatsApp groups or any other connection, please let them know that I'm here. Maybe they forgot about this. Okay. Thanks, Pink. All right. Any other question? Hello about that. Actually, let me tell you one thing about the question that most of the people make mistakes. I still remember the number line question. Do you remember this type of question? This is the one that several students made mistakes in the last two quizzes, but I don't want you to make a mistake again. I explained in the classroom. I want to explain one more time how we find that missing fraction. All right. The common mistake is in the last couple of quiz, people tend to write a whole number there. For example, let's say they count 1, 2, 3. They write 3. Some of them wrote 2. Okay. Instruction says write the missing fraction, but you wrote 3 or 2. The first mistake is it says fraction, but you write whole number. And then the second mistake is if you look at the picture carefully, it is 0 and then 1, and 3 cannot be between 0 and 1. Then 2 also. These whole numbers cannot be between 0 and 1. 2 comes after 1. 3 also comes after 1, somewhere here. Okay? So if you write 2 and 3, it is completely wrong. It is a fraction. Maybe 1/4, 2/3. So Farah Hassan, you say 2/3. I think actually, guys, it is a good actually question. Let's you comment on the correct answer, and then I can give you an acknowledgement or a candy on Tuesday for the first correct answer, but for the first correct answer, okay? I give you about 5 minutes to think about it, or maybe 3 minutes. Let me set a timer. I want you to find that missing fraction, okay? Let's say 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, no correct answer yet. No correct answer yet. Let me see. Okay. We will see, Farah. Let's wait. Let's wait. One more minute. See what people are writing. But there are 8, 3/3, 3/4. 2/3 is one of the most people wrote 2/3. I think this is the hardest question in the quiz. Thirty seconds left. 20 seconds. Uh, 2/5, 2/3. Okay. Last 5 seconds. All right. Okay. Let's see the correct answer now. Okay. So, why people make mistakes? They start counting these small lines, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes they ask, does first one count? Does last one count? So, um, what I think is, instead of focusing on these small lines, these small lines, one of them is here, second one, third one, fourth one. The best and simplest way of solving this question, and when you solve by using the method that I am now explaining, there is 100% possibility that you won't make a mistake. Okay. So how it works? You draw a bar on the top of the number line, a horizontal bar. Okay. You start from 0 and you end on 1. All right. Then you divide your horizontal bar into several sections as your number line. So you see that this line is there, and then this is here. You don't need to draw any more line for that. Another one is here. You draw one more line, exactly where it shows. Another one here, and then the last one, this one is there. You don't need to draw anything. So then you start from the 0 and you shade your horizontal bar, till the indicator here. So this one, this one. And if I say if I ask you, forget about the number line and tell me what fraction is this, and you will definitely tell that it is 2/3, right? Because total is 3 sections and two of them shaded, right? So then this missing fraction is 2 out of third, and now I'm double checking who wrote the answer first. Yes, Badr 8, it is 2/3. Um, it looks like Farah Hassan. Farah Hassan wrote the answer first. Yeah, at 7:44. Farah Hassan, you won the game. Let's say you can get one candy or an acknowledgement stamp. On Tuesday, right? We will not practice on the test day, Selena. I mean revision. We will not review because time, and then it's difficult to us to manage to complete the test on the test date. But we will practice on Tuesday, a day before the test. Okay, Selena, a day before the test. If you have any questions that you might have before the test, then you can ask on Tuesday. Tuesday, we will do only revision. We will not learn anything new. We will not do our quiz. We will just review. Okay? You can ask your question a day before the test, and then Wednesday test. Okay, Farah, stamp. Bader, you asked, please why? Bader Alhamli, what do you mean, please why? What do you want me to explain? You don't understand why 2 out of third? 2/3? Bye bye, Sarah. Last 7 minutes. Any other questions? Who are you, Dixie Normus? I'm not a math genius or human calculator, okay? But then, Hamle, you want a stamp? Okay. Um, fractions. Okay, let me ask one question. Maybe you will earn it. Stamp. Okay. Simplify these fractions. Write this fraction in the simplest form. Badr, Alhamli. If you answer this question first, you might get a stamp. 1 minute for this question. It is easy. Simplest form. Now, Badr, Alhamli. Simplest. It's not the simplest. You are close to. Divide. Keep dividing. 30 seconds left. Write this fraction in the simplest form. 75 out of 100. Yes, Badr! You won the game! And we still have 7 seconds, but anyway. Okay. Remind me. It is 3 out of 4. The simplest form. There is it. Here it is. Okay. Last 3 minutes, guys. I think you don't have any questions. You prepared well. Okay. I shared 4 presentations uh, with you. Just look through the presentations, look at the problems that are placed in those presentations, look at the solutions. Most of them I solved. I shared with you with the solutions. You can take notes from the each presentation, and you can keep your notes in your special class note copybook, and you'll bring it on Tuesday, the day after tomorrow. I will check it. If you bring your special class note copybook with your notes, you get 2 acknowledgements. At the same time, on the test day, which is Wednesday, you will be allowed to use your special class note copybook during the test. This is not only about the next test, it's about all the tests that we'll be having in the next semester. So you might ask that, Mr. Mardan, why you allow us to use our special class note copybook during the test? Isn't it cheating? It is not a cheating because I'm not asking the same question that I explained in the classroom or in the presentations. You will see similar questions. But I want to encourage you to take notes. And the research shows that if you read, if you only read and review by looking at something, um, it's difficult that the concept goes to your long-term memory. But when you write, it is equal to 3 times reading. Okay, I want to write what you learned, and I hope and I believe that this method uh, will make it easier for you to store all the concept, all the knowledge in your long-term memory more easier than just reading and reviewing the presentations by just looking at them. If you look at them and then if you also take notes about them, then it is better. Okay. So this is the idea behind why I let you use your special class note copybooks. The main idea basically is I want you to take perfect notes. And the special class note copybook will not help you unless you take really meaningful notes. If your notes are meaningless, if you don't know how to take notes, those notes will not help you. So that's why if you are not sure that you are taking proper notes, you can double check the video I shared with you which says how to take notes video. The link is in my email, the last email, and the previous email I sent. Okay? Make perfect notes that will guide you for the correct solution on the test date. All right. All right, guys. Bye bye. It's time. I need to go. So again, we will do revision on Tuesday. If you joined if you are looking at this video late, that you are not able to ask your question, no worries. Take notes about your question. You'll be asking. You'll be able to ask on Tuesday. Okay. No worries. Just take notes about the concept and also take notes about your questions. Tuesday. See you. Bye bye.